Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my Kitcore Island. We've been working on this island for a few months now and I can finally say that we are more than halfway done, or at least we will be after this episode. Just behind me you can see the area we worked on last time, so for those who didn't watch the last episode, let me show you the school. This is the place where kids can expand their interests and work on their hobbies. We also built a farm that's run by children, where they learn about different kinds of veggies and why they are important for your health. And the last thing we built was a soccer field, because as we all know, staying active is also very important. But that's not all for the school grounds. I was thinking about what else I should include in this area, and then it hit me. All the activities I thought of are outdoors, but what will the kids do when it's raining? That's when I decided to use my house and turn it into some kind of community or activity center. I'm going to decorate all the rooms for different activities children might want to do, but in this episode I'm just going to place the house next to the soccer field. We will take care of the interiors in another episode. I still have to decorate all of the villagers' houses after all. I wasn't sure about the exact location for the house, but this spot seemed too close to the soccer field, so I moved it one tile to the right. It still took me a while to decide, but after considering all the pros and cons, I decided this was the perfect spot after all. So now we have this big empty space behind my house, so I'm thinking of bringing a cliff over here. I was already thinking about adding another cliff in this area, so I guess I will just expand it. Before I start decorating properly, let me just finish this road really quick. Let's just add a few cracks and the road is done. So let's time travel and see if we actually like the spot for my house. It's raining today, but I don't mind because I'm going to time travel a little bit more soon. So I like the spot for my house, but I still need to customize it because for now it doesn't really fit my Kitcore Island. I think this house style looks the most like an activity center, at least in my opinion. I just need to add a little bit more color. So I'm picking a blue roof and I just fell in love with this yellow log siding. I don't know, it's just so cute. And of course I chose green doors and a red mailbox to finish it off. And that's our activity center. Before I time travel, let's talk a little bit more about my plans for today's decorating. So I'd like to build another neighborhood next to the school, but in a more natural area. I'm not going to make any fake buildings this time. Instead, the villagers living there are going to have actual yards. So we have a lot of villagers to move, starting with Julia. So 2 villagers are going to live next to the road and another 2 are going to live on the cliff we are going to build. The first plot is placed, so let's time travel once again. It's sunny today, that's nice, and this is how it looks for now. I love how my house turned out. Now before I move another villager, I need to establish how much space I need for Julia's yard. So let me grab some fences. I want to use the mix of hedges and simple fencing. And now let's use a blue simple fence. I guess this is enough room for her yard, so I'm planning to place another villager next to Julia, but I also want to have an entrance to the cliff between those 2 houses, and I was kind of thinking about using pergolas for the path. So something like this, and the pergolas would lead us to the incline. We definitely need 2 of them though, but I don't have another one with blue flowers. I'm going to use this one for now and I will customize it later. So now we can place another villager's house on the right. It's going to look so cute. Let's grab another moving kit from Mr. Nook. For Julia's neighbor, I decided to go with Frank. So yeah, if you didn't notice yet, I'm kinda mirroring these houses, so there is not much thinking involved in placing this house. So I wanted to start shoveling some dirt, but I realized that with the current pergola placement, the entrance to the cliff isn't going to line up with the incline. So I would have to place the pergolas on half ties. This wouldn't be such a big problem if I hadn't already placed Frank's house. This mistake is going to cost me a lot of more time moving the house. Yeah, see? Now it will work how I wanted it in the first place. Well, nothing I can do about it now, so let's get to work on this cliff. It's kinda stupid that you can't stop the move after you've already placed the plot, and just thinking about how long it will take to fix it, it's taking all of my energy away. But for some good news, I did the outline of the cliff. I think the map will look much busier once we fill it in, so let's just place an incline to be completely sure it's going to be in the right spot before I start time traveling and moving Frank's house again. Yeah, it works now. I really like the outline of the cliff, so I'm going to fill it in now. I'm not going to bore you with all this dirt shoveling, so let me just show you the results. So this is how it looks after all of my hard work. I'd like to fit 2 more houses on this cliff, but it turned out smaller than I thought at first. I wasn't sure if there was enough space, especially if I also want to plant some trees. So I marked potential house plots and maybe it will work? I'm not sure if there is much space left for decorating. I don't know, I have to see it first, I think. I also decided to add some more cliff here because it's such an awkward space that I definitely won't build anything here, but I could use the extra space on the cliff above. Much better. It's time to fix my mistakes now, so see you in a second. So yeah, I fixed the house placement and the incline is built too. 2 more houses to move. I'm going to move Bill and Ketchup here because they are both red duckies and I hope they get along well. But because it feels like half of this video is about moving houses, I'm going to fast forward to the moment when all of this moving is done. The houses are all moved. We can finally start decorating. So because Bill and Ketchup are duckies, I really wanted to make a small pond for them. But with the current spacing, I don't know if I can do that because with the cliff and the water here, it will leave me no space for trees. I don't know, I still want to try this idea. Maybe it's just going to be a very small pond. So this is what I came up with. To be honest, I think I can make it a little bit bigger. This is the final version. I made sure that I can fit a few trees around this place. So I guess let's plant them and see how it looks. As I said before, I also expanded this cliff so it would look cute from this perspective, and for now it looks kind of empty, especially on the right side because of the pond. I can't really fit more trees in this area. The only idea I do have is to plant a fully grown tree on the lower level and hope it will cover the gaps well enough. Okay, it looks better, maybe not the best, but I hope that when we finish the upper area, it will look decent enough. Let's now take care of the path with my cute flowers and connect the houses to the incline. Something like this. I also think we could use some bushes on the sides of the incline. I was also thinking about using fences on the edge of the cliff, but honestly, it doesn't look good. And with the small amount of space we already have, I don't think I should waste it on a fence. And when it comes to the pond, I obviously had to incorporate some duckies. Sadly, we don't have them in red. If we did, I would definitely use that color, but we have to work with what we do have, so I'm going to use the yellow and blue ones. And since I didn't like the fence in the front, I actually think I should place some in the back because the trees can't be planted there, so a fence is the obvious choice, and we will also protect the villagers from falling off. And this time I will go with the yellow vertical board fence. So it turned out I placed the fence all the way in the back, but this side is kind of empty. I should add some fence here too, I think. Much better. So, in this part of the island we are going to have much more nature, so I'm going to cover most of this cliff with bushes and flowers. On this stepping stone I'm going to place a weed, but I'd like to put a toy duck on the other one. Baby ducks need some parents, don't you think? I wanna use some decoy ducks here too. Yes, I still have to fill this area in the front, and I guess I will just stick with the theme and add more plants and more duckies. The only thing that's missing is Ketchup's photo. So this is done. Now it's time for Bill's yard. So once again, let's plant some trees. Again, there is not much space for trees. I also don't want to cover the houses too much. Look at Ketchup chilling in Bill's backyard. Why do you think she's creeping around in his yard? But back to the decorating. I wasn't sure what to do in Bill's backyard, but then I came across the painting cans and I decided to give Bill a painting station. I also found the cutest coat for a swimming ducky, and it fits so perfectly because you know he's painting the duckies that are swimming in the pond in Ketchup's yard. This is just too cute! I also have this coat for splashed paint that will go perfectly with this build. By the way, if you are curious about any of the coats, I have them saved on my Pinterest. You can find the link down below in the description box. I guess that would be it for the painting station. I just want to add a few more plants. And in front of his house I'm thinking of laying down a blanket and adding some painting supplies too, so when Bill is tired of painting on the canvas he can lay down on the blanket and maybe do some sketches or something. This blanket is blending in too much with the path, I think. This one doesn't work for me either, but maybe if I add some tassels? Still no, let's use a different coat. Well, I never thought I would have such a hard time choosing a blanket, but I like this red checkered one, just maybe without the tassels. So let's surround it with some flowers and bushes. And let me grab a couple of items. Of course we need a painting set. Mom's pen stand is so cute that I have to use it. And also a pillow, but I'm not so happy with the item placement like this. The pen stand looks kind of weird. Let's move some things around. So I switched the pen stand and the painting set and I'm more satisfied now. So with this done, we have one last area to decorate. Let's call it a common area where Bill and Ketchup spend time together. We also need to fill some space behind the houses, so once again, let's start with some plants. Now we just need to place some items, and for this area I want to give them a big table with some chairs where they can sit together, invite some friends, talk and eat the best food. So yeah, there will not be much space for walking here, but honestly, I don't mind, I like it how it is. Let's add some flowers in the front of the table. And now we just need to give them something to eat, and I'm thinking about some sweet cakes and snacks. So we have pear jam, pumpkin cupcakes just because of the blue plate, and I want to use a wedding cake, but I want it in the middle and this game is not making it simple. So I had to move the whole table to place the cake where I wanted it. Sadly, the chocolate heart is not visible now, but I think I can live with it. I think it's enough items for this place. The last thing to do is to customize the houses. So I decided they are both going to have this type of house, and let's just go straight to the finished product. So this is Ketchup's house and this is Bill's house. Let me do a quick transition for this area. So this is the before and this is the after. It looks much better, doesn't it? It's time to decorate Julia's and Frank's yards now. Their areas are much smaller than Ketchup's and Bill's, so it should take me much less time. Starting with Julia's, I want to use the colorful lantern arch as a background for a swinging bench. The one problem I have with it is that the cherry wood blends too much together. I can always use a different customization, so hopefully it will look good later. We also need to place Julia's photo in the front of her house, and while customizing the frame I realized I didn't customize Ketchup's and Bill's photo frames. I will have to do that in a second. There isn't much space in this area, but I can still fit a small table and I absolutely love this orange one. I will also put a mug on top. So there is definitely too much red in this place, so let me change some colors a little. Much better. There isn't much to do here. Let me just connect the house with the road and fill the rest with some flowers and weeds. And I guess that would be it. I want to hide this little gap between the pergolas and the fence with some street lamps. Sadly, I only have one left for now. I will order more before the next time travel. This entrance is also a perfect spot for a little crosswalk, in my opinion. I don't know, this area still looks kinda empty. I'm wondering if I should use my grey tiles beneath the pergolas. Let's try it. I still don't know, it doesn't look empty anymore, but I'm still not 100% sure about it. I will leave it for now. I can always change it in the future. Moving on to Frank's backyard. Like I said before, I want these two houses to be kind of similar but mirror. So let's do that. I'm just going to use different items. After giving it some thought, I decided to give Julia's the party light arch, and I'm going to use the colorful lanterns for Frank. It doesn't change much because they are also the cherry wood customization, so I will also have to change that. So yeah, I'm using colorful lanterns for Frank. I'm also giving him a hammock and a book on a stool. And his photo is going to stand on a pompon pudding table. This item is so cute. I can't believe I didn't use it before. I can't exactly mirror the flower placement because of the game's restrictions, but I guess it's fine. I'm going to plant them slightly differently. And to finish it off, let's put down a path. Both yards turned out very cute, and while I still remember, let's customize the duckies photo frames. And again, it's time to customize the houses. This time I chose this type of house, and this is Julia's finished house, and this is Frank's. Let's also do a quick transition. Julia's house before and after. It really makes a difference. And let's do the same for Frank. This is before and after. Also very cute. For the rest of this video, I'd like to take care of the back of this cliff. I want to give it the right shape and also fill it with some fillers, so just some trees and plants. I would also like to have an incline here. So to make it quicker, this is the map before landscaping and this is after. We have a lot of transitions in this video, but I feel like it's the best and quickest way to show the progress. Of course, I also placed an incline here. Before I start filling the cliffs, I still have to customize some items, so let's go and visit Cyrus on Har's Island. So I gave this arch a dark wood tone. I wasn't sure if it would fit, but the pergolas also have this customization, so I guess it's fine. I'm starting with filling in the gaps back here behind Julia's home. And now moving on behind Frank's house. So let's finish off this cliff, starting with some trees. Sadly, I picked the wrong hydrangeas and they aren't fully grown yet, but that's fine, they will grow eventually. So I don't really want anyone to walk there because there is basically nothing there, so I'm just going to plant a bush here to block it off. Don't know yet how to decorate this side of the road. It will probably also be just some bushes and flowers, but I will leave it for future me to take care of. I still have a lot of small and awkward places to decorate. I will probably do a long play or something where I try to finish it all, but it's much easier for me to do some bigger builds than fillers, so yeah, it is what it is. Let's also plant some things near my house and connect it to the road. The incline isn't built yet, so one last time travel in this episode, and here we have it. So yeah, with this we are coming to the end of this video. Let's have one final look at what we did today. I'm very happy because we placed 4 villager houses and we actually only have 3 left to place, as well as the museum and the campsite. So there is really not that much left. I still have to get rid of 2 of my villagers, Bo and Tipper. I'm not sure about another villager hunt video though. I will probably just pick them up from a treasure island, but that's also something I will worry about later. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm very happy to have you guys here. We are still a very small community, but I'm very glad to see that some of you are actually watching my videos. I hope we will continue to grow and build a safe and cozy place here. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed this video. You can also subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Have a nice day everyone, and bye bye!